Hi everyone, welcome to your Bulldog Basics class. Today we have a 20-minute practice with a focus on standing and balancing poses. Don't let the words basics fool you though. We're definitely going to be moving, we're going to be sweating, but more importantly, we're going to be having a whole lot of fun together. So whether or not you're newer to our online library, don't worry, I'm going to be offering tons of ways to make this modified and accessible to you, or you've taken countless of our Activate or Invigorate classes, there's something to gain for everyone. So let's just have some fun, listen to some good music, and let's get started. Okay, so everyone find a tabletop position to begin here. To find your tabletop, I want you to stack your joints. Think of bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Let's start by taking a few rounds of cat and cow to warm up the spine. So on an inhale, drop your belly down and roll your shoulders back. And as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Lift your belly high. Awesome, you guys. Do that again. Deep breath in, drop the belly down, lift the heart. Exhale, reverse it. Pull the belly in as you dome. One more time like that. Take a deep breath in. Hug those shoulders in nice and close. Exhale, reverse it. Pull your shoulder blades away. Lift your belly high. Awesome. Let's return to a neutral spine where there's no arching and no rounding in the spine. We're going to come into bird dog, starting to warm up that core, which is really important for standing and balancing. So go ahead, extend your right leg straight back in the air behind you, heel in line with your hip. Spin all 5 toes down. And now inhale, reach your left arm out nice and long. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Lower down, switch sides. Left leg back, find your balance. Inhale, reach your right arm long and hold. 3, 2, 1. Lower down, let's switch. Do that repeatedly a few times, side to side here. I want you to focus on keeping that core super tight and your side waist nice and long the entire time. Go ahead and take one more round in each direction. Really nice, you guys. Getting bulldog strong right away here. Let's come back and meet in that tabletop. Everyone tuck your toes, lift your hips. First, downward facing dog. So go ahead, take your dog on a walk. Pedal out your legs together or one at a time. What I want you to feel is an opening, some stretching happening in the back of your legs. Hamstrings, calves, all the way down to the ankles. Good. Everyone find a place of stillness in your downward facing dog. Hug those outer arms in, sending your biceps forward. And now tippy-toe walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. Feet can be about hip distance apart. Lift your hands to your shins and let's come into a flat back. And then exhale, refold. Draw your chin to your chest. Awesome work, you guys. Press through your feet and roots rise. Come all the way up to stand. Stretch from your feet to your fingers. And then lower your arms down by your side. Tall mountain pose. We're going to come into a side body opening. So set your right hand to your hip and inhale. Reach your left arm up nice and high. Draw the shoulder down. And I'll go ahead and start to lean over to the right. I want you to feel a nice opening through the left side of your body here. So really root down through the outer edge of that left foot. Awesome. Take one more deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now inhale, come back to center. Let's switch your hands. Left hand to your hip. Inhale, reach through the right arm. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Same idea on this side. We're opening up, getting nice and long through that right side of the body from the heel to the fingers. We're here for one more deep breath in. Stay and hold through your exhale. And then inhale, come back to center. Let's reach both arms up nice and high, coming into a Y position, finding a gentle back bend here. You can always modify by bringing your hands to your hips or your lower back. Good. Stay firm through your legs, firm through your belly. And then inhale, gaze forward. Go ahead and reach a little higher. Use your exhale to swan dive down, coming back to that forward fold. Take an inhale and lift halfway to that flat back. Use your exhale and step your right foot back into a lunge. Nice work, everyone. So you can always modify and lower that back knee down. Otherwise, you stay super engaged through that back leg. Now coming into a little bit more of a balancing pose here, let's float our arms behind us and find airplane arms. So this is standing, but a little bit of balance without our arms down in that low lunge. Good. Hug your shoulders together. Take one more deep breath. And then drop your hands down. Frame out that left foot. And let's step back to a high plank, top of a push-up. Holding here, feeling some heat through your entire body. Take a deep breath in. Maybe open your mouth. Exhale. Feel that in your lower belly. Take one more breath like that. Inhale. Exhale. Open your mouth. Release. And now rock weight forward towards your tippy toes. You can always use your knees lowered down to your belly. Good. Nice options, everyone. Setting up for cobra pose, our first prone back bend. Slide your palms a few inches back. Press down through the top of your feet and inhale. Hug your elbows and lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale, tap the forehead back down. We're going to do that one more time, maybe this time lifting up a little higher. So go ahead, come up, and then tap your forehead down. Tuck your toes. Again, you have the option of using your knees or not. Press the mat away and come into a high plank. Lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Really nice, you guys. Let's send that right leg straight up and back behind you. Hug your knee in towards your nose and step that right foot forward. Take an inhale, get nice and long through your spine. Now step your left foot up to meet your right and fold. Come back into a flat back. Hands can lift to shins. Exhale, release it. Press down through your feet, come up to stand, stretch from your feet to your fingers. This time, interlace your fingers overhead. Pointers extend. Take a deep breath in. One exhale, let's side bend left. Nice. Inhale, come right back up. Exhale, take it to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. Release the interlace of the fingers. Find that gentle back bend. Maybe go a little further this time. Lifting the chin, lifting the gaze. Again, firm glutes, firm belly, firm legs. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold in half. Halfway up to your flat back. This time, step your left foot back into a lunge. Start to come a little lighter on those fingers. Let's work balance a little bit more. Float your arms behind you, airplane wings. Think of reaching the fingertips to the back of your mat. Think of sending the crown of your head towards the top of it. You're here for one more deep breath in. Plant your hands down, framing out your right foot. Step it back. High plank, hold here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now next inhale, rock towards your tippy toes. Again, option to tap your knees, lower down to your belly. Awesome. Lifting up into a cobra, or if you're ready, come into an upward facing dog. Hugging those elbows in, pressing down through the top of the feet, maybe hovering your knees. And then a couple options. You can tuck your toes, go right back to downward facing dog, lower to the forehead, then lift up and back. You choose. This is your practice. Nice options. Let's send the left leg straight up and back. Knee towards your nose, step your foot forward. Take an inhale, get long. Right foot meets left. Top of your mat, fold heavy. Halfway up, flat back. Exhale and bow. Now walk your big toes to touch if they're not already there. Start to bend your knees and let's come into chair pose. Good. So building a little bit more heat through those legs. This is how we get bulldog strong, right? Feeling that heat, feeling that fire, but staying anyway. So go ahead, give yourself one more breath to meet your edge. Sink in a little lower. Yes. Exhale, fold in half. Let that go. Come halfway up to flat back. Plant both of your palms and step your feet back. High plank. Now you have the option of lowering halfway down to a low plank. Good. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's send your right leg straight up and back behind you. Again, think of that action. Knee towards your nose to step your foot forward. Float your arms behind you. Find those airplane wings. And now stretch your fingers forward and lift your chest. High lunge. Good. So here's a balancing pose. Even though we're kind of in a lunge, we want to stay lifted on that back heel to get a nice stretch through the front of your left hip. Really root down through your right heel and see if you can bend a little deeper into that leg. Awesome work, you guys. Take one more breath. Maybe reach up and a little back. We're going to open up to a warrior two from here. So spin that back heel down. Gazes over your right fingertips. Think of hugging in through your inner thighs. Nice, steady breath and gaze for one more here. Inhale. Exhale. Now flip your front palm. Reach up and radiate your warrior. Good. And then exhale. Follow your breath. Let's cartwheel those hands down to the mat. Step it back and find a plank. Moving through that bulldog flow with the option of tapping your knees, lifting into your back bend, arriving together in downward facing. Other side, send your left leg nice and high back behind you. Hug your knee in towards your nose and quietly step that foot forward. Inhale, find your airplane arms, and then lift your chest. Come all the way up. Let's meet each other in that high lunge. Relax through your shoulders. Good. Relax through the jaw. This is a place of a lot of strength, but there's always somewhere else that you can tap into to find a little softness so you can hold a little longer. Yes. All right, maybe reach those fingers a little higher, finishing here. And now open up, find your warrior two. So ideally you want that front knee right over the ankle. Awesome job, you guys. One more full breath in and a full breath out. Now inhale, flip your front palm. Let's reach that top arm up and back. And then exhale, slow cartwheel down, step it back, high plank to your low plank. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now bend into your knees deeply. Gaze past your thumbs. You're going to walk, tip your toe, hop your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. Come halfway up towards flat back. Exhale and fold. Let's meet together in that chair pose. So if the arms are too much overhead, you can always set them at heart center. We're going to move into a marching chair from here, starting to begin some balancing shapes. Press down through your left feet. Inhale, lift your right knee to 90. Exhale, land back nice and low in chair. Other side, left knee lifts and lower. So think of marching it out, stamping down through that standing leg, engaging all the way up into the base of your seat to lift the other knee up. Good. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's meet back together. Chair pose. Awesome focus, you guys. Take one more inhale. Exhale, fold in half. Let it go. Halfway up, flat back. Plan your hands. Step or hop your feet back. High plank to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing. You guys look amazing. Let's move on from here. Take that right leg, reach it high. Hug your knee to your nose. Step your foot all the way through. Come right up to the top this time. Find that high lunge. Hold it here. Breathe in. Breathe out. So we're coming upon our first balancing sequence. You can step off the right at any point in time. Let's take an inhale. Reach a little higher. Stay nice and low through that front leg as you exhale. Now take your arms nice and wide and wrap your left arm under your right, finding eagle arms. So if grabbing opposite palms is too much, just take a hold of opposite shoulders here. All right, start to rock your weight forward into that right heel. Just like that marching chair, we're gonna lift the left knee to 90, hold there. Standing nice and tall through that standing leg. And now wrap the left leg up and over, finding eagle. Nice. So this is a really important pose. It's great for our joints, especially as we age. So I want you to feel that compression as you hug everything in a little tighter. And then you decide where to go. Can you bend a little lower into that leg? Remember, this is all about meeting your edge, feeling how strong you really are. We're here for one more deep breath. Good. And now it's like we're retracing our steps. Press down into that right knee. Bring the left knee to 90. Unwrap your arms. Take them up nice and high. Good. Set your hands to your hips. And we're going to move into standing head to knee or toe from here. So you can bring your left hand right to the outside of your left knee. Or if you want to take it a little further, you're going to wrap your peace fingers around your big toe and extend that leg straight out in front of you. The focus is on the standing leg. That's your right side right here. Good. Now, option to stay here or maybe take that left leg out to the side. I always like to take my right arm out to the side as well for a little counterbalance. Awesome options around the room. Don't forget to breathe. Good. We're here for one more full breath. Stay and finish bulldog strong through that exhale. Same idea. Let's retrace your steps. Any way you entered, return. Everyone's going to finish with your left knee at 90 and reaching your arms high overhead. Take one more inhale here. Just like that marching chair again. Land low, chair pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold in half. Let that go. Halfway up, flat back. Plant your hands. You choose how to make it back. Flow through our bulldog flow. Skip it if you're in need of a little rest. We all meet up together in downward facing dog. Let's stay here for breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Send your left leg nice and high. Hug your knee in towards your nose. Let's plant that foot up to the top of our mat. Reaching the arms straight overhead. Coming back to that high lunge here. Inhale. Exhale. This is your home base. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we take those arms out into a nice T shape. Wrap your right arm under your left for eagle arms. Good. Start to lean all of your weight forward into that left knee. Let's come up to stand with the right knee at 90 degrees. Yes, grow nice and tall through that left leg, and now begin to find eagle pose. So you can always use that right foot as a kickstand, tapping your toes down to the mat, or you can take it into the full bind, bringing the ankle around the back of your right leg. Good. We're here for one more breath. See where you can take this. You guys look amazing. And then we release. Press down into your left heel. Strain the leg. Right knee comes back to 90. Take your arms nice and high. Awesome work, you guys. And then lower your hands to your hips. We're going to bring that right hand either to the outside of the knee or reach and grab a hold of your yogi toe lock. Grow nice and tall. So squeeze in from your left glute to stand up nice and strong on that left leg. Stay here or open your right leg out to the right. You can bring your left arm out to the side for a counterbalance. Yes. Awesome work, you guys. Give yourself one more breath in this shape. Breathe, especially when you want to leave. And then come back to where you started. Right knee to 90. Finish. Reach your arms nice and high. Take a deep breath in. Go really tall. Exhale, land, chair, pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold in half. Let it go. Halfway up, flat back. Plant your hands, walk, hop, float your feet back, and move through. Yes. Good. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And now from here, bend your knees, walk or hop your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Come halfway up to flat back. Exhale and fold. Press through your feet, come up to stand. Reach from your feet to your fingers, and then drop your arms by your side, mountain pose. So we're going to finish our standing balancing series with a set of tree pose from here. So let's begin on the left leg, really rooting down. You can either bring your right foot to the inside of the ankle. Again, think of using it as a kickstand, or place that foot right above or below your knee. Hands can come to heart center. Yes. All right. Other options are to reach those arms high overhead, just like we did earlier on in that standing back bend. Good. If you have the foot to the inner thigh or shin, I want you to press that foot into the inside of your leg and then press the leg back into the foot. Beautiful work, you guys. Take one more breath. And then if arms are reaching over high, let's set those hands back at heart center. Everyone drop the foot down, mountain pose. Good. Other side, just one more set here. Let's come into tree on the left. So placing that foot, whatever works on this side of the body for you. It could be a little different from the right side. Hands to heart, or maybe you take that extension now that your body knows where it's heading. Good. Really nice. I hope you guys are feeling this at home as well. You've got this. Stay with me for one more deep, full round of breath. If your arms are high, set them at heart center. Drop your left foot down to meet your right. Take an inhale and sweep up high mountain. Exhale, fold in half. Lift into your flat back. Final opportunity to flow. Plant your palms, walk, hop, float back, skip it if that's what's calling you. There's no right or wrong here. Good. from your downward facing dog. Take your right leg, reach it high, bend at the knee and roll your hip open just for a beat. And then bring it back through center, straight and square, setting up for pigeon pose. Guide that shin across your mat. Now, if you prefer figure 4 on your back, it's the same thing, so feel free to head there. Stay upright through your chest, or maybe lower down to the forearms. Everyone has a block here if you want to use a block underneath that right hip, or you can drop down to your forehead. The point of coming into this shape, we've done a lot of work around the hips in a lot of these standing and balancing poses, is to just allow that work to really settle into your body. Maybe you can think of this as an invitation to take the deepest breaths of not just this practice, but of your entire day. Let's take 3 more breaths here together. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more like that. Inhale. Maybe open your mouth and release some heat as you exhale. And now slide your palms back. Tuck your left toes. Swing your right leg up and back. Roll the hip open again, and then feel free to take it into some knee circles, some ankle circles. Flip dog, which would be another way to come into a place of balance. Nice, Jenny. Nice, Daria. Beautiful work, you guys. When you're ready, flip back over. Downward facing dog. Other side. Left leg up and back. Bend at the knee. Roll the hip. Just send the breath down into that left side. Then come through center, straight and square. Set yourself up for pigeon, or again, figure 4 on your back. Stay high as you are. Use any props you may need, or lower down a little or a lot here. I always like to remind my students that one side might feel a bit more challenging to come into than the other. It's perfectly normal. It happens to all of us. It's just the beauty of our very asymmetric hips. So breathe into whatever you're noticing, whatever sensations you might be experiencing here, and hold for 3 more rounds. Let's take the last 2 together. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Walk your hands back. Tuck your back toes. Let's swing the left leg up and back. You know where to head from here. Ankle circles, knee circles, maybe a final opportunity to find balance and flip your dog. Gorgeous, you guys. Let's bring it back through center. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees a little or a lot. Walk, hop, or float your feet through. Have a seat and slowly lower all the way down to your back. Good. From here, hug both knees in. Just give yourself a little bit of squeeze. Maybe turn this into some knee circles a few times in each direction. And then take your arms out into that T shape. We've been here before. And drop your knees to the right and take a spinal twist. You can bring your gaze over your left shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. Good. Take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Guide your knees back through center and take it to the other side. Making sure both shoulders remain nice and heavy on your mat. You can start that process of even slowing down even more and soften your gaze or close your eyes if that feels okay. Take one more breath. And then draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around yourself. Give yourself a tight little hug here. And then extend your legs nice and long, setting up for final rest. Flip your palms open, separate your feet nice and wide. And just settle. So if you're at home and you have the ability to stay here a little longer, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe roll your head or your wrist very gently from side to side. And then hug your knees into your chest one more time. Take one arm overhead and roll onto that side. And then use the palm that's on the top to guide yourself into a seated position, facing the top of your mat. Let's set our hands together at heart center and take a final breath here together. Soft gaze or eyes closed. Take a full breath in. Open your mouth, exhale. Blink your eyes open. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you, everyone here and at home. I hope you enjoyed this class. Don't forget to follow us online. Connect with us anywhere from Instagram to Spotify. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon.